First of all, I will interview Shohei Takeda, who is a participant of the first Global Agenda Seminar Series in 2010. And he is now in Fukuoka working for NTT, and he has agreed to be interviewed. So tell us a little bit about why you joined a Global Agenda Seminar.
Oh, thank you. And first of all, thank you very much to give me such precious opportunities. And why did you participate in guest? So I want to know the outside of my company, and I wanted to interact with the people who really think about the future of Japan and the world.
I see. So what did Global Agenda Seminar meet your expectations, or were you disappointed?
As far as I remember, there are no risk disappointment, but good point is very a lot because the most of the good point was the exciting relationship and the lectures. One of my purpose is I said that I was to meet people who were thinking about the future of Japan, and Yoko Sensei and guest speakers and other participants, guest staffs. All the members were very conscious. So it is very good point for me to spend a tough 10 months with them.
Well, because it was the first year and nobody knew what we were doing.
So if I have to choose, one thing that I disappointed is English. Yeah, the application said that the English was not essential. I remember, but you saw the most of the participants can speak English. You said let's proceed. Let's proceed in English from now on. I was very shocked.
Yeah, we sort of cheated, and we said, I think for the application, you need to be prepared to discuss in English. But we never said that everything is going to be in English. From the first session,
I was shocked by sudden change, but and I think that was the guys. That was the guess.
Good. But did you, so you see, do you have a lot of opportunities to communicate in English now in your work or your activities?
Not so much. I'm now the enterprise salesperson of a local core company, and they have global branch. So I have the opportunity. I have an opportunity to use English, but not so much.
But you seem to be quite comfortable speaking in English, so that's that shows that you use English quite often. So, what is this a global operation? Is this a company that you are associated with that you mentioned?
The company. Yes. That what local core companies? So I have to propose and operating some troubleshooting or sort of troubleshooting with overseas engineers. So sometimes I use English in that case.
I see. I understand that, and I have been to Fukuoka, and I was very interested in the lot of initiatives that are taking place in Fukuoka. Tell us a little bit about what's going on in Fukuoka City.
There are a lot of initiatives, but most symbolic initiatives is the supporting startup company, and the startup cafe. Startup cafe initiatives are most symbolic initiative to support the founding to startup cafe Fukuoka.
How does it work? Do they offer the place so that they could meet, or the fund, or what exactly takes place?
Maybe all of them included. That is the feature of the Startup Cafe initiative.
I
Yeah,
see.
Startup Cafe Fukuoka was established in 2014.
Oh, I see. I see.
It's a very long time after starting.
I
And before the cafe opened, the number of consultation related to founding was almost 200 every year. But after cafe opened, it was expanded to 140 or 50 per month. Yeah, my friend also used the consultation for his side job.
I see. I visited the sort of incubation type of place, which was renovated from the school in the grade school. And I was quite impressed, but I thought it was a very interesting idea. And it's sort of like a typical incubation type of place, and they have seminars and things like that. But I thought it was very good because not too many kids are around, so need be the schools. So turned it over to something that that you do. Tell us a little bit about this startup visa.
Startup visa
Yeah.
about the startup visa makes it easier for foreign entrepreneurs to set up to get the qualification for stay in Japan. Starting with the Fukuoka City Startup Visa Initiative became nationwide policy.
Oh, I see. I see. I didn't know.
I remember that the startup visa was start in 2015, 1 year after Startup Cafe.
Oh,
initiative.
I see. Okay. Yeah.
And as a part of the initiatives of National Special Economic Zone of Global Startups.
Right, right. I think you, as I understand it, the mayor of Fukuoka, Takashima-san, it's very effective in the way that he uses the local things as well as the state, national. And I think that I thought that was very, very smart. You know, get the fund from the national central government, at the same time work on the details in the local area. Tell us a little bit about his leadership.
Almost all policy that I saw is led by him and his colleagues. So it is very impactful. He introduced his initiative and Fukuoka City's initiative through Facebook, his blog, sometimes YouTube. And of course, that is not only the startup and business initiatives, but also the initiatives for the local citizens. So a lot of citizens in Fukuoka City follow him and know his thinking and the voice. That is very smart way to expand his thought.
I see, I see. So he's very transparent and communicate very well. That's excellent, because I think that's the communication. I think particularly the policymakers and politicians and the mayors and all that really need to show up and just communicate so that people will know what he's up to, he or she is up to. And I think that helps quite a bit. So that's very good, because I've heard so much about the mayor and his leadership. And as a matter of fact, I think he and his mission was in Tel Aviv when I was there. So I thought it was quite interesting.
but I heard that Mayor Socho Takashima once would like to challenge the national government,
Mm.
but but the he was elected Fukuoka City mayor.
Mm.
After elected, he changed his mind.
Mm.
The major cities mayor can change Japanese and whole Japan to more faster, more quicker
Mm.
than the one of the to become one of the government person to be one
That's
government person.
that's very true. I think the city or the prefecture, that kind of local entity, is it's like a company. If we compare that with a company, the mayor or the governor is the president, so he can decide a lot of things and he can get things done. But when it comes to the bureaucrats or the politicians on the national government level, you
Mm.
really cannot do too many things. It's
Yeah, we entity has the business for national government, so I know. I know. Once I was in charge of them, so I feel that that is true.
I see. Okay. So tell us what's the if somebody is interested in Fukuoka or is looking for the place and the opportunities to do something new, how would you promote Fukuoka? And they
Mm,
do.
of course, traditionally, please go to the Dazai Mango Shrine, but what is new?
Simple, right?
No, I think the you said I think the Fukuoka Growth Nest you introduced is the most impactful one of
Mm,
the most impactful one because that that kind of scale of the supporting startup facilities are there in the center of the cities. That is
mm,
rare, I think.
I see, I see. So that's what's the issues? What are the issues about Fukuoka? What do they
Mm,
do if they can?
I
What do
think the
they find
missing
out?
point is low awareness
Mm,
of the initiatives. There are many, there are many new initiatives are underway in Fukuoka City, but most of the activities are not well known.
mm,
Not only nationwide, but also the general people around Kyushu.
mm,
Needless to say, no one overseas knows, of course.
mm. Why is it not known, not as well known, even?
Of course, one reason is less promotion.
Mm,
So we should promote more. But another thing, another issue, another reason is I think the impactness
mm,
of the initiatives.
mm. So is it when you say the impact is the issue, does that mean that the impact is limited or sort of focused in Fukuoka and not it doesn't go beyond the Fukuoka? Is that
Yeah, yeah. I think that's kind of thing.
mm, why
And
do you yeah,
yeah, go ahead, please.
why do you think that's the case? Is it because there are several reasons that I can think of, several hypotheses. One is that you haven't done enough to promote, okay, this is how you could do it in some areas. And another is that the people in other areas in Kyushu, they are, they feel that they compete against Fukuoka. So they don't necessarily want to follow. Yeah.
That's interesting. But I think maybe maybe most of the person who lead the initiative around Japan not know the Fukuoka's initiative.
Mm, I see.
Yes, the the person who is close to the government or local government, national government or local government knows through the social Takashima's policy. So you said that he appealed to the national government of his initiatives, but the industry side, not enough, I think.
Do you have a lot of private sector in Fukuoka? I remember that there weren't that many sort of major companies in the private sector in Fukuoka. When I was thinking about, okay, Fukuoka, rather than going through Tokyo, you can just, appeal to the whole world and Asia. And I remember that there weren't that many major companies per se. Is that still the case?
The branch of the, and that was a very interesting points and an important point. There are a lot of the branch of the major company in Japan and global in Fukuoka City, but not the headquarter.
I see.
And then that there aren't famous famous company which has headquarters in Japan in Fukuoka City is not so much. Maybe Royal Host or Kyushu Electric Company. So I think the local initiative, our local initiative should include. We have to collaborate with the headquarters of the major companies in Japan and in the world.
I see.
Like Woburn City of Toyota with entity.
Yeah. I remember that. You have a lot of branches, but not the headquarters. And I couldn't think of any. But with this COVID-19, Corona, I think some of the companies don't even care whether they're located. And I think because of this whole infection, a lot of people as well as the companies are moving to the other area. So this could be a very good opportunity for Fukuoka. And because you have a quite good infrastructure.
Yes, that's true. And we have to grip that. We have to get that kind of chance by the COVID-19. Around me, there are a lot of voices and requests to advise what kind to tell about what kind of Fukuoka and about the Fukuoka's atmosphere and business relationship.
I see. Is Fukuoka the good place to live?
Yes, of course.
But what's good about living in Fukuoka? You have been there. You are originally from Fukuoka, sort of, but you have been there for like 3 years or so now. So what's good about living in Fukuoka? Tell us a little bit of sort of publicity and advertising. What can you do in Fukuoka?
Of course, the cuisine tastes very good, but very easy to live because the transportation is very easy and high level, and the various transportation systems are there around Fukuoka city. And commuting cost and commuting time is very shorter than short.
Because you live in the area, so you can go there with in the short time, and transportation is very good. Okay. What about the like fun things?
Fun. Fun things. Fun things. Yeah, they are typical speaking. It is very compact city, and there are we can experience the city activities and mountain activities, nature activities.
Mm.
Both we can experience both,
Mm.
and in only one day. And
Mm.
if we have car,
Mm.
we can spend the experience through the Kyushu only
Mm.
1 day or 2 days.
Oh, I see. I see. Wow, that's very good. Tell us. I think I'll close this interview in with the following questions. If you can, if somebody gives you the two wishes, the
Mm.
opportunity to make two wishes, what would be your two wishes?
First, I would like to people all over the world to recognize Fukuoka City and our initiatives, because I like to contribute Fukuoka City's action.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm.
And what's
Uh,
this?
second is eternal family happiness.
I see.
Different from the time of gas, family cooperation is essential to pursue what I want to do.
How do your family like to live in Fukuoka? Are they from? Is your wife from Fukuoka? Oh, I see. That's
Yes.
good. That helps.
Yes. So if I have to move to Tokyo, maybe my family will want.
Oh, I see. I see.
Not